Tuzenka.
First of all, to your pretty wife.
My beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife.
She's my everything. She has made who I am today. Even though God was there, but without her, I wouldn't be looking the way I am.
Bambi.
So she's my everything.
Wow, I like that.
She's my everything. I know some people. When I married her, people said some things, but I know what I wanted.
Ariko nyine icy'umutima ukunze ngo amatagurana itabi.
Definitely.
Ibyo burabihurira.
Definitely. So, icyo my wife means a lot to me, and she has made who I am today.
Muraho neza nshuti kandi abakurikirana GMTV online. Amazina busanzwe of course ni Gitaho. Imbere yacu hariho umugabo bamwita Uwineza Mark. Wasuza kubatubona ku GMTV, arabafumbira bari hano Kisoro, arabakiga, abanyankole, baganda, hariho n'abari in diaspora. Abo bose turashaka kugira ngo uganire nabo.
Mbere na mbere ndagushimira Gitaho kuba wanyakwiye kugira ngo tuganire ku buzima bwanje cyangwa ku lifestyle yanje.
Ariko gahisa neza.
Icya mbere na mbere no gushimira igihugu cyacu Uganda.
Yes.
Because Uganda, we are Ugandans.
Yeah.
And we have to promote our country.
Ako buru urachari umunya Uganda ra.
Yes, half Ugandan, half Australian. That's okay.
I see.
Obviously, mfite gusoza Uganda generally, then ngasoza n'abandi bari mu bihugu byo hanze batumva.
Ufite imiryango ebyiri mu. You have two families.
Yeah, I've got two families.
Yeah, ancestral home is here. Ndabyibuka neza waronse umugeni. Kandi harya iwabo ni Australia.
Yes.
Iyo bavuze ngo mu West tubatekereza za United States iyo ngiyo. So hari ibyo bihugu mu Australia. Ndatekereza ngo banzu tubwire mbese hanyuma yo kubona umugeni kandi w'umuzungukazi ni gute bimera mbese nk'umuntu uri kubwira umuntu utazi ubwo buzima.
Icyambere, let's look at our culture as Ugandans or as in African setting. Men, we think we are men, but in Western world we are not. Yes. There is equal right. What a man can do is what a woman can do.
Okay.
So, like for me stepping in Western world, first of like 2 to 3 months, it was shocking culture because sometimes I could think that I'm a man, I can like try to read the family, but it wasn't like that. Yeah. So there is equal rights. What like I and my partner or my wife. If I'm cooking, she's doing something else. If maybe I'm hanging clothes out, she's doing something else. There is sharing. There is equal rights.
Ariko nahane ko byakagombye kuba bimeze urebye. Ntawe kugomye ufite umugore ngo muteregerane ni uraje guhinga ni uruza wana ni biri kimwe cyose.
Obviously niko nta hano byakabaye ariko urukango African setup nango akarica. Twakuze tuzi ngo abagabo twebwe dufite gushakira urugo. Then umugore akarebera abana mbese akarangura byose byo mu rugo bakabiyagize. Ariko Western world hariko bimeze. Uraje okay, bada uje ku cyanka urugero. Ubu niho Africa iri gutangira guchanginga nango to understand
imyumvire yabo mindset.
Urukureba mbere nta bakabonye umugore arikuja guhereza ku kizimbe hano mu Africa, but now bari kubaka, they are doing a lot of work. Ako mbere wabona ngo umugore yagiye ku kizimbe akavuga ngo yananiranye ngo uko baramuca mu muryango.
Hanyuma si urabona hano muri bufumbira nango muri Afrika dukunda nyine abagore ni beza rwose.
Ni beza bafumbira ni beza nangora
bivuge nanje nkaba bandi itandukaniro riri hagati y'umuzungu n'umufirika mbese mu rushako ni rimeze riti?
I think kije mu rushako rw'Afrika cyangwa urushako rw'Afrika, abagabo umwe usanga duhisha ibintu abagore bacu, ariko muri in western world umugore abaga open to husband.
Okay.
So there is a lot of transparency in that world.
Arabavuga ngo abazungu ntabwo baryoha.
I think I think that's the private affairs. That's the private affairs. Nuko bavuga ngo abafrika ntibaryoha. Harimo baryoha n'abataryoha. So iyo ngiyo I think icyo ngicyo twatugishize somewhere.
Aha. Ubwo niko bimeze. None Mark wagiye mu ndege ryarira. So byakugendekeye bitera burantu batinyaga guhaguruka mu ndege ngwiragwa hasi urayitura hasi?
I think
ubwo bwa mbere kuja mu ndege.
Ubwa mbere ndi kuri ndege. Tago namanje nagira iri guhaguruka. Bamanje badu obviously baduha instruction kwa sometimes yagira ikibazo gasanga twaje mu mazi ibiki byose. So icyo navuze mana mfasha. That was my just word. Maje kuri ndege. Ndava mana mfasha. So ntago nagize more that challenge of one ikintu kirankanga cyane. Ariko it was something new to me.
Hanyuma si ubwo tubasha kuba warageze iyo washaga utari wahaguruka utinya ngo hari no haguruka ibiro biriyongera igwe?
Icyo ngicyo ntabwo nakigize ngo ntanakigize ikibazo cyane.
Uruhande rwawe siko wari ukuri ruhande nyine.
Akarukuka nabwo ndi kuva ino uwanje yarari iyo ngiyo.
Wagiye wenyine?
Nagenje nyine. By the way, ndi kuja gufata indege. It was bit well. I got disturbed because I bought it from Kigali. So while we were going to Kigali, one of my driver who was taking the van, Yakunze. So I had to delay. But I missed my first flight. Then I had to pay extra money. Yeah, it was very difficult for me too. Yeah.
Marcus, ntago wumvaga hari icyo wahombera ko utarashoje mu Afrika? Ntacyo wicuza?
Uzi mutwara gitaho. N'abari kutureba hari uzi marriage cyangwa ya marriage anyway. It's a decision. No one can help you to make that decision. It's only an individual. Wicara akavuga ati no, this is what I want. And this is the person I want to be with.
Yes.
So, and good enough, you find the person you want, you share some things in common, then you go to that person. That's how it is.
Ariko uriya mwabonanye mutureye bundi?
I think that's another private affairs because
aho ugereye iriya kusigaye uzi kumira ibanga bunguri. Usigaye uzi kumira ibanga. Okay, ibyo basi tubishire ku ruhande. Yego Kisoro ni iwanyu ni kavukire. Waje kwindi
icyambere Gisoro ni mu rugo. Kandi mfitemo imiryango, mfitemo inshuti. Icyambere ni kurango Gisoro yacu nubwo twagiye mu mahanga ntago dufite kuba impezi. Dufite kugaruka mu rugo.
Impezi?
Nta dufite kuba impezi, dufite kugaruka mu rugo. Twagaruka mu rugo tukarango hari icyo twakorera iwacu. Kirababaza ugasanga umuntu agiye hanze amaze imyaka 40-50 Imana yamwakura ugasanga nta no kumusoreza mu rugo. Ugasanga ntafite ukumva ngo n'umuntu amaze imyaka US whatever in the western world ako kugaruka no nta kumushira. So I think I would encourage my fellow Ugandans, my fellow Africans, about overseas or living in the Western world, always to think about home.
Hari utubazo babarire natwo tw'ingenzi numvaga nakwibariza. Buriya Mark hari kuba warashatse umuzungu byashoboka ko waba wari guhunga inkwanura.
Honestly ntago ari kuvuga ngo ntago ngo nandi guhunga inkwano, because usi mutware gitaho nangwa n'abakutwumva kuri iyi si ya Nyagasani buri muntu wese afite uwo Imana yamuteguriye. Niba Imana yaguteguriye ngo uzasoza umuzungu cyangwa uzasoza anyone from different world, that person, no matter how it will take, that person will come to you.
Mazima.
So je kujya unasoje umuzungu ntanandi kuvuga ngo ndi guhunga responsibilities zanje nk'umuganga, kuvuga ngo nkubaje ngo nandi guhunga inkwano ngo ibyaha. Oya.
Okay. Hanyuma iriya ukimara kugera wavuze ngo ni Australia.
Yes.
Hari abafumbira warasanze yora cyangwa ni wowe wari ubaye wa mbere kugerayo?
Well, obviously nasanze abafumbira bakeya, but in my community where I live, I think we are almost like, my community is almost like 2,600 people. I'm only one black in my community. So sometimes obviously to penetrate in a community, you have to do all you can. Kuba neza n'abantu ukaganira. Obviously this is another problem, by the way. Western world people have not traveled a lot. They have bad impression to black people. Okay. Sometimes they say, oh, if you go to Africa, you'll be raped, you'll be kidnapped. There is a lot of negativity in Western world. But the truth is, African people, we are good people. Because, I'm not judging my career, I'm looking at this perspective. In Western world, obviously, I would say, in every culture, there is good and bad. But we can't focus on that bad attitude. We have to look at it in a positive way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, ukigerayo basobukwe banyokobukwe wenda abanyamuryango mbese ni gute byabagaragaye?
Well,
arega turatubabarira ibibazo nk'ibi ngibi n'utuntu dusha nyine tuba twabaye tubagize amahirwe murova ecolige community ari we byabayeho nyine urabusha kugira ngo ukoreshe umugisha usobanukirwe.
Nk'uko nkubwiye, in Western world again, you see, Western world is a broken community. What does it mean? Because of the way they're being, the way people from Western world are being brought up, that it's fragile.
Okay.
So ujya gusanga ku mugore umwe cyangwa umugabo afite abana babiri cyangwa batatu from different women. Same applies n'umugore nawe. By that's why ukango relationship zacu in Western world zirimo a lot of issues.
Hanyuma sinzi niba iki kibazo nacyo kiri personal. Imana kari yitanga abantu urubyaro, Imana yabahaye umugisha w'urubyaro wowe n'umukundwa wawe.
I think I come back on that. It's a private affairs, so I can't disclose any information about that.
Okay. Bashobora kuba ariko makamanza ari baragushohoje cyangwa warabashoye kuko usango manza yaguha miminobo umaze gusubirayo. Don't mind n'urufumbira tukwivugira bose ibingibi bura umwigishije urufumbira.
Urufumbira amaje kumenya. Amaje kumenya urufumbira. By the way, ikiza akundaga abafumbira. Frankly speaking, by the way, she would wish to live in Ikisoro for entire life.
Wamubwiye akaza.
Icyo cyo, well,
uwo nyirurugo ariga.
Ntandi nyirurugo.
None?
Ntandi nyirurugo se. No.
Karabaye.
Ntandi nyirurugo.
Kuko muri kamere y'abafumbira nangwa n'abanyafrika muri rusange. Iyo umugabo ashohoje amujani wabo none ubu niho wagiriye. Mvuga ku kantu wumva koko kadahengamye. Nyine wapanze ukamuzana nyine kagona agomba kuza hano.
urukureba
amatungo yari hano arega
amatungo ari hano ariko kureba ngo nicyo nakubwiye ngo western world
nangwa nawe wari ufite ubwuzu bwo kuja kureba ahantu igihugu gisimentinze
obviously urukureba ngo icyo navuga in western world kuvuga ngo maybe ngo kuvuga ngo yaranshoje cyangwa narashoje ushaka kuzana in that statement I think ibintu byose bigendaga on mutual understanding.
Yego.
So nawe uraje gusanga igituma ashaka kuba hano mu Afrika yakunze culture yacu. Arayikunda cyane. Aho culture iwabo ntayikunda.
Ubundi si bagira culture.
Kandi culture ntayi by the culture it's very complex. Impamvu uriko hano mu Afrika nako natwe kiri kubamo ugasanga abantu bari kwangana cyane kuvuga ngo ugasanga tushaka kuvugana na mwene nyoko tushaka which is happening. The world is changing.
Iri ako numva ngo niba umuturanyi agize ikibazo nta waje kurunguruka ngo that is trespassing. Nta buzima bwo kubana n'abandi bagira nkuko hano twibereye. Since ko bimeze newe nuko byumva.
Well, that's the truth. Yes, there is a lot of issues like in Western world. But I think it's not issues. Because the more you understand, the more you find it's good. And I totally understand. At my first time, I thought it's bad culture. But as time goes on, to learn their ways, to understand their ways, I felt their ways are good.
Ubundi sara ufite ubundi buryo.
Well, ntana afite ubundi buryo ariko uburyo bwari buriho. Icambere nkuko nakubwiye ikintu cyambere nuko ngo we have a good communication.
Wagiye kubyemera nyine nawe uziko hari impinduka igiye kubaho mu buzima.
Obviously urabizi mutwaye gitaho nangwa nabakutureba twese. Iyo ushohoje cyangwa ugiye mu relationship with someone.
Ntabwo ariko byose byaba biryoshye.
You can't get everything online.
Yeah.
So you always whether it's about negotiating. Uri gutwara imodoka ugashamo jana buri mukoni imodoka irago. So the same like in a relationship or in marriage.
Niko bimeze.
You have to negotiate and communicate.
Hey. Hanyuma hano muri Kisoro bambe tambabarire nibagiye kugushimira wakoze kugaruka base abandi baragenda bagahira ariko waragarutse tika ndiwe bavandimwe n'inshuti ndi gutegereza ngo nabyo wari unabikumbuye muri Kisoro uvanyeho kuba warebye abavandimwe inshuti natwe turimo nyine wasanze Kisoro iri nkuko wayisize
icyambere Kisoro iri gukura iri guhinduka every day, but also we need more, we need to do more.
Wasanze ari iki cyahindutse?
In terms of infrastructure, abantu harakubaka ariko nubwo arikubaka hariho n'ibindi bitari kugenda neza n'abanye imihanda yacu ntayimeze neza. There's a lot of things to be done.
Of course ugereranyije niyo waruri ahantu bagendera ahasimentinze agacaca katari none muri Kisoro wavuze kubiriya ukibuka ko hari naho hari uruhare ugomba kugera mu terambere ry'iwanyu. Muri Kisoro ni iki cyuri gukora mu rwego rwo kunganira iterambere ryo mu rugo?
Well, tuvuge in general. I'm planning, but it's not a plan, it's already in a process. I have an Australian, I started a company in Australia. And this company, it is family-owned business by me and my partner and other stakeholders. So we are looking at how can we get other my fellow Ugandans to come to work in Australia. There's a lot of opportunities. And before I leave this country, I'm trying to say I can get my company incorporated in Uganda. Then we can have a good administration that will help me to identify the people that we can get in Australia. So
kuja gukora mbese
kuza gukora imirimo. So and I'm really committed to do that because I know that if my fellow Ugandans baje bagakora mu Australia, they'll bring the money back.
Yeah, sure.
And if
they
bring them the money back to the community, then my district, even in my country, will go on a certain level.
ariko wahoze ufite umutima w'abantu Mark.
So that's one thing. Another thing is obviously
project yawe iracyahagaze.
The project is also going on.
Friends of Hope.
Friends of Peace and Hope Foundation.
Yeah.
It is going on, and at this time, starting next year, we are going to do wonders. Because at least, you know, obviously it takes time kugira ngo ubone ikishaka. Biravuna and
ariko icyo wagambiriye ukakigira.
Obviously urabizi Roma wasn't built in one day. It takes time. But I believe the time has come kugira ngo nkore, or like I achieve what I wanted to do. That's why tukugira ngo next year I don't want to disclose much information on this, but there's something that is coming that will benefit my community, will benefit my younger generation, because we are the future of this country, and we have to start now. Kugira ngo even the coming generation izasange twebwe turimo twara planted a tree that they will follow.
Kumusanzu ugomba guha igihugu, uzaje ugaruka gutora abayobozi.
Yes, by the way, thank very much Gitaho is aho ngaho tugiye kushaho cyane. When it comes on politics, yes,
abantu bare bamwe baje birengagiza kuja gutora, nyuma habaho poor service delivery, bakongera bagatongana ngo twatuye kandi ntaruhari bamwe barubigizemo.
Well, ibintu byerekeye politics Gitaho, by the way, I want to help my fellow Africans, or even my fellow Ugandans n'abafumbira. We need to change our mindset. How do we change our mindset? If there are politics, like in Western world, let me first start with Western world. In Western world, voting, it's a right. It's your right to vote without go bakurekesheje. Go guha igihumbi. By the utavotins, you pay fine of $100 to the government. Yes. If even when you're out of the country, you give reasons why you're out of the country. If you are sick, there are many reasons. Ariko hano mu Africa, especially no mu Uganda,
ifite ubwigenge ariko nawe.
Yes, ariko ubwo bwigenge ntacyo buri kutuyamba. Reka tukubwira one. Uraje gusanga politics uzenda kuza 2026. Some people obviously batangiye planning how the politics will be. Urabizi mutwara Gitaho n'abatwumva uja gusanga abajaga mu politics bumwe ntago bagafite cash hand, like natural money, like kuvuga ngo afite isene zabo. Bamwe baje mu mabanka kuguza kugira ngo babone isene zo gureza iki zo kugira zimwe bazihereza amaturanye no kurekesha, izindi for their services, bifuza amavuta, bifuza ibiki. I think ikintu cyo ndi kumemphasizing n'abantu ni ikintu cyo kurekesha. Cyagacitse in our culture.
Cyacika gute si abanyapolitike bashaka buri wari wese bashaka gutsinda, kandi imbaraga burya no mu mfuka zirimo, ahubwo aho baje kukurekesha kuko ntabwo baragwerekeza se ngo baje kureba ninde uratora.
Well, ikintu nagiye kubisubiza uri kureba Gitaho, obviously uravuze ati no kugira mu mufuka sibyo, ariko nugiye kureba Gitaho uje katuvuga ngo ubugiye kuza kwiyamamaza sibyo. Kwiyamamaza bakujya kwiyandikisha ni $2,000,000. Then nyuma yaho uze uvuga ngo ugiye obviously campaigning ni sende. Ariko uje icyambere uje ukerekana your manifesto, ibyo ugiye kuzakora abaturage bakara koko ibyo ugiye kuzakora biriyo. I think abaturage bagutora utagize icubaha. That's how Western world works. You abonye, that's why by the cyakujya mbwira abantu, let's advocate for our rights. Niba tugutoye ujuka tujya ngo wenda kudukura ABCD, nyuma yaba amara kugutora bakona ibyo twagutoreye atabyo uri gukora. It is my right and your right to demonstrate. Mukamuvanayo
ayo maka wirengagije iki mu Uganda na demonstration.
Obviously ndabizi ngo harabamo ikintu challenge, but you raise the voice.
Wagize ngo wibagiwe kano kanya maka wowe uziko wibagiwe ukagira ngo uri Australia. biriya byo muba muri kwigaragambya na polisi ikabaherekeza barakubeshane ntabwo
kandi kuvuga ngo you demonstrate ngugiye gushaka
nubwo yaba peaceful demonstration.
no sika mugiye tuvuge ngo mugiye ku office y'umuntu akavuga ati uyu nguyu twamwereje kudukorera ibi n'ibi ntabwo ari kubikora, parliament nta musubiza kugurana akavuga ati abantu baguteye sura inyuma.
Anyway, ubwo nibyo
icyo ni ikintu
aracyari urugendo.
Okay. Ni uri kukirango ni ikintu
aracyari urugendo.
Okay.
Iriya ya Australia murya iki? Ibimondisi, bijumba, isogo,
wapi
murya iki?
I think, well, ikintu cyo nashimira Africa, we have got beautiful meals, like a beautiful food. That's because in the Western world we eat junk food.
Junk buri ushatse gusobanura.
Everything.
Kurya popcorn zikaba arizo mu tungwa nazo.
Fish and chips.
Ebyo binyirinde. Umuntu wimenyereye kwigira ahandi akarya ikinono, akafata ikijumba akagitonora, akiriya uje kurya popcorn ziriya. By the way, Mark, since for some reasons wongeye kabiri,
I think
lifestyle yahindutse, agasatsi nako ntawe ukigira ubwoba hambere ramaka ngo arasiba imisatsi ngo ngaranyura muri igisoro. Habayemo na exposure, ibintu biroroshye.
Yeah, obviously ugiye mu bindi bihugu you learn, cyangwa ahantu hogiye hose you learn.
Ariko hari ubwo kwitayeho buri Iriyanda. Hari ubwo kwitayeho
iriya hirya se ni benshi manyariho hari batari even hari abavukiye batari buriya ndege ngo baze mu Africa. They want to see an African person.
Bashaka kukureba.
Yes.
Kakagagi.
None ntabwo ndinga kikandi.
Abangwiri.
Kibaranje banyishuraga amadolari 200 kuza
mu uti iwantuye Gisoro mu tawuni icumbikiye amarindiro y'inyamaswa abiri byindi na mu Gahinga. Kandi yabamo ingage mu
isi yose.
Yes. Kavuga ngo ubwo umuturanyi hari icyo uhuriyeho n'abaturanyi.
Well, obviously, by the way, abantu benshi bazi Africa, abonga bada traveling so much bazi Africa, like Afri space, bazi ngo ni shamba. Yes, bazi ngo ni shamba. Even sometimes ushaka kumva like most of Australians abazi Uganda on history of Idi Amin Dada. With some of my workmates I want to nkoranaga nabo. But my first time barambajije uvahira vamva Uganda. Idi Amin that was only they don't know much about Uganda. Was Idi Amin Dada kwirutse ho Bahindi. It is a historical.
Yes.
For Ugandans.
Hanyuma urebye uko usanze bufumbira imeze, bavuze ko hari ibyo urimo gupanga kugira ngo bafumbira nangwa n'abandi bantu bashoboye kugira ngo babone amahirwe yo kuja gukorera iyo hanze, kuko wamaze kubona ko hari amahirwe kandi ko hano hafite potential ya labor force. Ukaba byahindura ku buzima bw'abo bantu bamwe na bamwe. Nuwe butumwa cyo ufitiye abafumbira muri rusange mu birebana n'ibintu by'iterambere, ubuzima bwiza?
I think icyo nakwifuza abafumbira nangwa na Uganda at large no dufite gukora, because gukora niho tubona icyo dushaka. Obviously ndabizi currently there is a problem of unemployment, but that's why I'm here. Kuvango I'm really committed.
Maka rero urabivuze?
Committed.
Uri urabivuze? After here, I'm telling you.
Well, yes. I'm committed for that, but my team in Uganda, they will be handling all this. I'll be handling all the processing of visas and stuff.
Hari abantu bakwegereye. You expect me to first go through whatever by agents n'abandi when I have access?
Obviously, you may approach me, but I also refer to my people on ground in Uganda.
And that is a special case.
Because my big role that I'll play is in Australia. I'll be working on
kureba ngo babayeho neza.
I'll be, by the way, this is another thing I want to make it clear. Some companies will pay a certain amount of money, we're going to look for a job for you. No. My company, or our company, won't do that. For us to make sure that we do everything in a right direction, we get in the country.
Mwe ni mukamushakira
everything.
Hanyuma yagera yagakora bishura.
Agezeyo, even before tumaje kumenya ngo everything is clear, we'll sign a contract. Tuvuga ngo maybe we have signed a contract for 4 years because we'll be pressing our workers from different organizations, different companies. Even there are a lot of opportunities. Yeah, so especially in hospitality, in aged care, even in picking passion fruits. You just said, and you by the way, those jobs we see that are not like by the people in Africa we take for granted. In Western world they are paying a job.
Hanyuma, this is on record. Ndagufite uyu munsi tawe. Ndagufite, I'm telling you. Uri Mr. Dora. Izo uyu munsi zo turazibona.
Nta kibazo.
Dora. Kore muri umufuka riyariza ni za Dora. Koko ishiringi ntiziri kukunanira kubarara. Ugaseka. Ishiringi ntibazi kubara.
Ndakuvuga ngo ishiringi ziri kunanira kubarara, but I think I was a little bit challenged. You see, hano obviously in Africa ugenda ukarinze cash hand money, but in Western world we don't carry cash hand money. Our phones by our bank. You tap everything you do, you just tap. But here you have to have money to come on zazi bano.
Nabonye mu Rwanda iyo system bari kuyakira. Kuko uje udafite card transport, public means of transport, ari igihe ushobora kwishura nyinshi cyangwa bakagusiga kubera ko udafite.
So iyo niyo challenge nagenda hura nayo, even sometimes uzina harana nageze nka kibagirwa kuvuga ngo umuntu akamye sene katanga random icyo ndi gukora because I was a little bit overwhelmed by things.
Hasara wageze usanga ibinoti by'ibidore biri kumeneka. Uravuga uteri ko izi shiringi zishiriye kwiri.
Gitawa thing ntago kuvuga ngo mfite sene nyinshi, but I have to be grateful to God.
Abo ara ishiringi zofite ziraho.
I have to be grateful. Urabizi manya, I'm from poor family. Poor family, and I think I've made my family proud.
Nabonye kanyombya yanezere.
So for me, but it's not now. I have made my family proud, and so I need to make my community proud too, because I believe the company it's going to operate without any problem, as long as we have the support from even the government.
Mr. Dora.
So
Uwineza Mark.
So that one will help us to make sure that at least, I believe starting next year 2024, at least my company should at least get in a year we should at least get 15 to 20 Ugandan to Australia.
Okay.
Must because at least I have studied the system how it works. It's just our people here.
Kandi koza bari kuvugana n'uwabo
to be ready to kuvuga ngo bari kuza bakaza gukora nako ntibabimpeze.
Hanyuma wansuriza kuri bariya bafumbira baba muri diaspora, abanyarwanda muri diaspora, abakiga muri diaspora, the international community of Banyakigezi, those that you are able to mention by names.
Well, I send my greetings Nangwa to Zenka.
First of all, to your pretty wife.
My beautiful wife.
Beautiful wife.
She's my everything. She has made who I am today. Even though God was there, but without her, I wouldn't be looking the way I am.
Bambi.
So she's my everything.
Wow. I like that.
She's my everything. I know some people, when I married her, people said some things, but
Nawe kuvuga nabo byaravuzwe maka.
But I know what I wanted.
Ikice yabaye kwiri. Ariko nyine icumutima ukunze ngo amatagurana itabi.
Definitely.
Ibyo burabihurira.
Definitely. So icyo my wife means a lot to me, and she has made who I am today. I'm very proud of her. That one.
We want to send some special greetings from a place that you will know very well. It's Bufumbira, Kisoro district in Uganda. Much love to you, and thank you so much for keeping our man safe and looking good. He's looking like never before. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, and we want to really say that we are happy, and we will hope to see you someday when you come, when you consider it very important to come and see us.
I think it's not about considering to come back. It's my obligation and my commitment.
No, I mean her.
Oh, her. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, she's coming soon.
Hey.
She's coming soon. Sure. She's coming soon. Next year she'll be here.
Tuzanezerwa.
So yeah, she'll be here.
When she comes, remind me to get her uruho rw'umusururu.
Uruhu rw'umusururu.
Yeah.
Ntago umusururu ntawe.
Igihu ry'asaza arazirya wese ko yakurishije bakoni zina zantuza. Na waza nk'umusururu nibivuza rye makoze magatoki.
Maybe uzamwigisha.
Cyane. She must experience the life here. Yeah. So Mark, turi gusoza, what do you have to say? What do you want to, say?
Icyambere namenye kugushimira. Kwa nongeye kukubona mbere.
Kandi siburi uranshimira iki koko Mark?
Well, you are doing a great, especially in starting this GMTV. It's something. It's something I really want to help more to put it another level.
Ngaho kubita mibisente nje I'm open to the idea.
Then by the way, we needed to make it more international. We make more. We get other people, even if you wish. Well, it's not that I try to travel a lot.
Wivuge byinshi abantu bakaza kundumba. Wenda kuzana
But honestly, just watch the space.
All right.
Watch the space.
Not good.
Urabizi twe muri minsi no kuba silent. Our actions bakavuga ngo ubu ntabyo kuvuga ngo iki no kujyas no kuba that quiet. Then ahandi no gushimira abafumbira tuza n'abandi bari bafumbira bari mu bindi bihugu ka America, Canada, any country, because I know abafumbira turi henshi.
Yeah, no good.
Turi henshi kandi twese ni kwabwira bakore bari kugarura mu rugo takugena ngo bataba impezi. Bataba impezi kuvuga ngo umufumbira nacyo afite kurangagurutse mu rugo.
Ibyo byo ntutazabisobanurira muntu wawe. Yagira ngo utangiye kumora rashomba ubega gatwara amafuni.
Wapi? By the way, you see, nicho nakubwiye, when you have an open communication, bitumaga ibintu bikugenda neza. Because obviously nkushaka kubaje ati kuki waje ukamusiga.
Ibyo byabaho none sawo tuje hose tugenda n'abacu.
Yeah, ariko uraje gusaba because of duties and also commitment.
Yeah.
Nibyo uri gukora, even wa communicating.
Yeah.
You find the person is happy and
that's birahagije biyari. Mark wakoze cyane kuduha umwanya kugira ngo tuganire nawe, and hano ni mu rugo. So anytime tugaja tugira ibyo dusangira kisi gahinduka tukagira aho tugana.
Nawe wakoze na time yawe.
So with that, I want to once again remind you that this is GMTV. We're operating online, and you can feel free to subscribe, and in case you have a comment to put, you have a question to ask, you can always put them in the comment section. Then feel free to share this story or even other stories for other people to be able to benefit, so that we can together build this entire nation, the world, and to begin the bulungi.
Tuyanziza muzeyi.
Amina.